Coming at you semi-live, baby, from somewhere on this planet. It's the Last Laugh with your host, King Joker, baby.
Let the good times roll.
What's up, Duel Links Amino family? It is me, the one and only, yo boy. You know me, you love me. At least, ways, I hope you do. It's your boy, King Joker, once again, coming back to you semi-live, baby, from somewhere on this planet. And I gotta tell you, folks, I am really stoked about this because, as I promised earlier today in one of my earlier posts, I was going to be able to have voice guests. And I have to admit, man, even I have amazed myself with modern technology. Oh my God. Who'd have thought one little freaking wire being able from my, connect from my phone to my Bluetooth speaker and via voice chat. And here we have the one, the only, ladies and gentlemen, Hellfire's founding leader. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Litsu. What's up, my brother? How you doing tonight?
Hey guys, what's up? It's Liv2. Some of you better know me as Lord Shadow from my previous username. So yeah, it's great to be here, man.
Right on, man. Right on. I really appreciate you being on the show, man. You actually have the honor of. Hey, I appreciate it, brother. You actually have the honor of being the very first guest on my show. So,
well, thank you, man.
Hey, no problem at all. So anyways, by the way, if y'all want to know how I'm talking to Litsu, you see that speaker right there? Yep, right there. That's how I'm doing it. So, so when you hear Litsu's voice, that's where it's coming from. All right, folks. Let's go ahead and get right on down to it, man. Battle Royale is about 10, 12 hours off, and I'm excited for it, man. Litsu, what's your take on the thing?
It's going to be great, the third annual Team Battle Royale. Great teams out there. We're definitely throwing out our best. I'm stoked to see all the other competing teams out there. A lot of great duelists. A lot of great decks. I mean, at least we're banning the meta in this, so it's not going to be ridiculously one-sided for most of us. So what I think is this event is going to be very based on skill in terms of like what we can use and the various decks that are out there. And so I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing too, man. I'm actually very looking forward to see the, like you said, people actually having to think and use strategy on this type of thing. Yeah, I'd like to, go ahead and mention all the teams that will be participating. First off on the roster is Team Hellfire, of course. Then of course, man, And then coming in also we have Team Ultima. And Dread's team, which I found out is Team Signers. So sorry, Dread, for not getting your team name out the first time. But like I said, man, I just found that out recently. And,
it's great to see Signers back in the game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And if I recall correctly, they won the very first Team Battle Royal, did they not?
Yes, they did. They did really well in the first team battle. Dread was participating along with Wrath. It's sad to see Wrath gone. Well, he's back. He's, I don't know. He's not really in. Is he in the team again, or is he still running scouts?
Honestly, I don't.
Regime.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to Wrath in quite a bit. Shame on me for doing that. I really need to get a hold of him, and say, hey, what's up, and see what's going on with him. Other than that, man.
Yeah, I've seen him lurking around. Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the members of some of our members of Team Hellfire that will be competing are going to be Jeff and Krona. Oh yeah, absolutely, Krona, man. Daggone it. Well, no, I don't think we have a daggone it on our team, do we? But, many other very skilled players will be competing in this. And I like I
Yeah,
said,
total of 4 people per team. So yeah, it's a good amount.
right, right. Actually, I'd like to pose you with a question. Earlier today, I was talking to Mirage, and she had posted a something she wanted to take a vote on, and she had two decks up there. I'm sure you saw the post I did earlier. Uh,
Mhm.
would you rather have an offensive deck or would you rather have a strategic deck? And that
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. What
hmm
would be your take on that? To be honest,
I mean, it's all about strategy. This entire game is strategy. It's not about offensive power. It's just all strategy. Like every single deck has its own strategy, has their own methods of winning. It's either like burn, you got mill, you got, and then just like um, big boss monsters like Arc Brave, Arc Brave decks, and there's a bunch of other like decks with boss monsters and all that. So it's like each deck has its own strategy. So this entire game is just strategy. It's not really about offensive power.
right,
I mean, you can like rush, deal damage quickly with burn, but that's more about strategy than just dealing damage. And you know, you encounter like various different counters that your opponent may have, and you have to work around that. So it's all strategy, just in case if they have like cards like let's see, like Trunade or like cards that counter spells traps against burn, the cards that cancel effects for anything in general. So it's all strategy and how you can adapt to that um, counter. So basically, yeah, it's all strategy.
right on, right on. So yeah, so what I said was true. Then what I mean. I mean, doesn't matter how tough you are. I mean, what matters is your opponent is going to outthink you and get around you. One way or another.
hmm
And that's
Oh
what I
yeah,
thought. So, but yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah. There's a reason because we have these people who have attained King of Games rank, who mostly utilize that strategy to their advantage and just like reach to that point at an exceedingly fast rate. I mean, I'm not saying that everyone is not using strategy in terms of that. It's just that superior strategy and the cards that you draw to adapt is applies as well. So it's like, yeah, it's all about the rank really shows off, is what I'm trying to say.
so yeah, actually, I don't know. Rank to me, man. I mean, that's more like a title than anything else. Um,
Well, I mean, let's say you see a guy with a straight King of Games rank.
right,
You know that guy has some kind of skill going on back there.
right.
So it's either they're gonna troll you with like some kind of deck that you've never seen before, but it could be like a hidden burn deck.
Mm-hmm.
So like a Yujo friendship. I saw this Yujo friendship deck on YouTube or something. There's
Mm-hmm.
a really interesting. It's not like completely viable, but if it's he made some great plays with that. Is even though it's not like a very effective and stable deck, it's just like a fun deck to use. But it utilized that strategy and creativity of all the cards and combos that it can do in this game. And then it's like, and it depends on certain people who can bring out that creativity in each of the decks. So that's
Right.
how I like combine rank into that. I mean, I know what you're saying. It doesn't really come into rank all the time
Right.
because some people could use cheap decks like the meta, just like Sylvans. People could just straight up rise to King of Games like real easy, and
Yeah.
then like facing mirror matches. Yeah, I totally get that. It's like, but those who have like maintained that status
Mm-hmm.
over the past 10 seasons, they have something going on. Because I see like a lot of people with um, the what you call it, legend rank or something. Yeah, it's
Right.
legend. Yeah. they're stuck on there for like the past 10 seasons and can't make it to that King of Games rank because there's always that one deck or like that one opponent that will stop you in or like a few opponents because you have to win consecutive amounts just to rise up to Legend rank 2 and then so on. You have to have consecutive wins. Plus you're facing mirror matches, so you have to have ways to counter those mirror matches in Sylvans and like other meta decks like Spellbooks right now and
Yes.
Amazonas.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
encountered a
So
spellbook deck last night, man, and that guy just really ripped me a new one. It was actually kind of pathetic to watch. I mean, I got my butt kicked really, really bad.
yeah, I mean, yeah, some people are underrating Sylvans. Spellbooks at first, but they're really good. Like seeing what they can do, like spam. I used to play them in the actual game a while back.
Mm.
I actually did play the original card game, um, so I did play some of the meta, of course, um, up until just like the early stages of pendulums. That's
Hmm.
when I stopped mainly, and then my job got in the way, and then mainly I just had to stop playing the actual game right there. But yeah,
Well, being a working man myself, believe me, I completely understand. Uh, darn that
yeah,
work, it just gets in the way.
yeah, definitely.
um, Now, I want to talk about the new box that just recently came out. Some of the cards
Oh
that
yeah,
are, oh yeah, man. Some of the decks that are
Noble
coming
Knights.
out of this thing. Mainly the two types of decks I'm seeing coming out of this thing are the new Six Sams and Noble Knights. And
Oh yeah, 6 games of Noble Knights.
I have to be honest, man. I'm not really seeing too many of the new Bujin decks, or for that matter, any Steel Swarm monster decks, man. I mean,
Oh,
I
they're out there. Not as much as the Steel Swarms. They're not really. Um, they're not really have what they need to actually be a competitive deck.
you're right.
So in the actual TCG gameplay, it came from a set known as Hidden Arsenal. I remember seeing that deck, and it wasn't really a played deck. Yeah, it's basically surrounded by big boss monsters. I don't really know the full ins and outs of the strategies of that deck, but
Hmm.
um, it really wasn't one of the most played decks out there. It's in terms of strategy, I don't know. A more competitive deck that I've definitely seen back then was Evil Swarms.
Hmm.
Evil Swarms and Guild Stellars were one were pretty popular decks back in the day. When it came to Hidden Arsenal, they
Hmm.
were very popular. Evil Swarms being a beloved favorite. I know many people out there love Evil Swarms. Yeah, and that's basically a little backstory about it.
Oh, right
Some
on,
Steel
right on.
Swarms. Yeah,
Well, man, that's very educational. Thank you.
yeah. Also Noble Knights. Yeah, I've encountered a few Noble
Hmm.
Knights players with the equip cards, and I remember a little bit about them. Yeah, they were definitely a fun deck to play.
Uh huh.
Not they weren't as how should I say effective in the actual card game meta.
Uh huh.
I mean, they were in a way, but it's like during the meta at the time of the actual card game, it just didn't really compete with it.
Yeah, I hear you.
But overall, the archetype is good
Mm.
in this stable uh, Duel Links game format. The with all the cards that are out right now, it's not like there's too many meta decks out there that like other than Sylvans and other crap. It's like you know it's fun. It's like it's a fun deck to play, and it can be effective with cards like um, oh crap, I forgot the name. Mm. I'll let you know if I think of it, but I remember the deck being so fun,
Right on,
and
right
there
on.
was like, yeah, Yeah.
All right. Well, man, I definitely appreciate it. Any parting words for anybody that's watching? Any words of encouragement or anything like that? Any messages you want to give the other teams or anything like that? Or
Oh yeah. All right, guys. So the team battle royale coming up. Let's keep it fair, keep it clean. No trash talk, no anything. Just be real with it, and then we'll have a great time. I'm excited to see all the teams out there competing. I'll be watching on the sidelines for this. I didn't actually get to enroll myself in there because I was busy with work and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe in the next team battle royale, you might see me in there. But as for this, I'm definitely excited to see everyone competing with all the competitive decks out there, the back to strategy, and all that. The new decks that we can see, some old decks as well. We're not gonna see stuff like Burn, Mill, or any cheap decks out there like Sylvans. I mean, let's be honest. But yeah, it's gonna be a great event. Can't wait to see all new and old faces there. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say. It was great talking to you, Joka. And
all right. All right.
and,
Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. But man, it is definitely awesome having you on the show. Thank you very much for coming on, man. And thank you for sharing your insight.
No, anytime.
Yes, thank you very much for sharing your insight. And
Yeah, no problem.
absolutely, man. Well, brother, you have a good night, and I'll go ahead and let you go.
Too.
And
All right. Yeah.
I'll see if I can go ahead and get Kute on next.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right, brother. We'll see you out there. Have a good one.
All right. All right. Peace, man.
All right. You too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Lord Shadow, aka Litsu. Hell of a guy. Awesome dude, man. And I just want to thank him very much for coming on the show, being the very first guest that I've had on here. How freaking cool is that, right? That's right. I can have voice guests. I'm so happy about that. You have no idea, okay? I've been trying to figure out how to do this now for I don't know how long, and all it took was one freaking wire to hook my phone into my Bluetooth speaker. Unbelievable. I feel like such a doofus right now. It is ridiculous. All right. So, moving on along, I am also going to have on the show, man, one of my best friends on here, if not my best friend on here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have Kute on the show as well, but it's going to be a little different. You're not actually going to hear Kute's voice. What's going to happen is I'm going to invite him to voice chat, and I'm going to talk to him directly, and he's going to type, and I'm going to read. So, yeah. Excuse me. Pardon me again. Oh my goodness. Okay, so. All right, so after a brief intermission, I'll see what I can do about getting Kute on here. And yeah, this is good. This is going to be a long episode. So we're already like 18 minutes in. Y'all just bear with me, all right? Please. This is my first time being able to have guests on the show, and I'm having a little fun with it. So all right, so this word from our sponsor, Damn It All Medication. If you got a headache, just take two and say, damn it all. All right, so I'll be right back. Hopefully, I will be able to get Kute on, and we'll go ahead and get this thing off and popping again, baby. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold on just a few. Well, fam, unfortunately, I can't seem to get Kute on, man. I guess he's not on right now or something, but I'll get him sooner or later. Oh, yes. I'll definitely get him on the show, man, and, you know, we'll get his take on things, too. So, anyhow, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, y'all enjoyed this episode of The Last Laugh. Once again, probably for the last time, I'm going to say this tonight. Please don't miss the Team Battle Royale, you know what I'm saying, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, hot deal, Don't miss it, man. Bring a friend, do yourself a favor, and have a good time, baby. All right, you know what I'm saying? This is your boy, once again, with much love in my heart for every last one of y'all. King Joker, on his way out, man. Peace.